Okay. Well, let's see. Hopefully the lighting's pretty good. That's on my mic pretty hard on that part. I don't know where to move this thing to. And hopefully you can hear me. I think I'm just going to move the mic. There we go. That's much better. We'll move the mic out of the scene and hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to double check. For my own good, let me pause the music really quick. And mic pretty hard. I don't know where to move this thing to. And hopefully you can hear me. I'm just going to move the mic. There we go. That's much better. We'll move the mic out of the scene and hopefully you can hear me. Move the light closer. I'm going to double check. For my own good, let me pause the music really quick. Okay. So I think we're good. If we're not, let me know in the chat. But I think we're good. So, I don't know what we're going to create today. I'm kind of just getting in here again. I don't know what I'm going to create today. I'm just getting on again. I'm trying to stream more. I'm trying to get at the right times. I will eventually, as soon as I have this whole job thing figured out. It's just a lot of trying to figure out my time. Let's see. I'm going to turn this down a hair more. Alright, so I don't know what we're going to create yet. Make sure the pen works first of all. It might be on. I don't know. Let's see. No. Oh, I'm not using. I forgot what size I made these. Let's see. Depends which size. They're all the same size on certain ones. Let's just open up Chilfer here. And image size. Oh, not size. I need canvas size. Alright, so we're going to use that canvas size. Let me write this down. I'll just type it in my phone. So it's 2367 by 1772. I haven't done this in a minute, so hopefully I don't forget a lot of stuff. Alright, so this is by pixels too. So I said 23671 by 1770. I hope that's right. That is not right. I screwed it up. Sorry. File, new. I think the height is 2, 3. Oh no, that's way off. Hold on. The hell did I screw up? What did I mess up? Oh, 2, 3. I know where I messed up. That's where I messed up. By 1770. There we go. That's where I messed up. Alright, cool. Like I said, I don't know what we're going to create right now. I'm just kind of trying to figure that out. So we'll figure it out here in a second what we're gonna try to create. I'm not sure. I'm just also in here chatting. Just chilling here. Yeah. First off. So, I'm looking, trying to fix stuff here. I know some of you watch this afterwards too, so and some of you will be checking this out. Oh, I should probably put this altered content. No, I should probably check that too. This is not altered AI content. This is me live streaming me in the card game. So, alright, so I don't know what we're going to make yet, but we're going to figure that out. I might just start drawing here, honestly. Let me make sure everything's right. Alright, so I think we're good. Different pressures work. I have not actually used this at all yet. So I don't know if this will actually work. Looks like it does. Let's do this. Trim the background layer. Whoopsie. Like I'm brushing it off with my hand like it's freaking paper. Oh god, that's too good. Alright, so let's see. Where to begin? Dude, I literally have no idea what I want to draw right now. Sometimes you have to just start drawing. I'm being real here. Sometimes you gotta just start drawing and then ideas will come. I just don't know what I want to draw. Also, I'm not even on the right frickin' pen. I don't think I have that one inside here. Because a lot of the time, I draw on my tablet. If I'm being real here. I think what I'm going to have to do is just stick with this soft round, but I'm going to have to downsize it to about, let's go 5, 6 pixel size. Come on. Screw, we'll just type it in. 5 pixels. Alright, so let's make sure we got. Alright, cool. Gotta start a new layer and make sure I name these because I always forget to do this, and then we come back to the stream and then I got like a disastrous amount of freaking layers that aren't labeled at all. So don't want to do that. Gotta be organized, right? So we'll try to stay organized here. So like I said, I'm not sure what I want to draw here. I'm gonna set this to zoom right now. I set it to scroll. Oh, hello. That's to rotate. I'm gonna set it to scroll. So let's set it to zoom right now. I'm going to zoom in. So I don't know what I'm going to draw yet. I've never used these brush size. Well, that, oh, it will increase. Okay. Never used that before. That's something new to me. Alright, so what do I want to draw? Just trying to think. It's been a long time since I've just sat down to draw something. Sometimes, like I said, you just have to sit down and draw and come up with something. I don't know. Let me just start sketching. I don't know what the hell I'm drawing right now. I'm just kind of going for it. I don't know what I'm doing right now. This should be probably down further. I'm just going for it here. What do I want to draw? That's the real question. So now my brain, I'm lost. I just have a lot of weird stuff going on too, so just trying to figure out what I want to do. You know, I did have this idea. And it was something I've heard a lot about, so actually I should put this in. Let me do this in the opposite canvas size. This right here goes here, and then that 2000 to there. Okay, so I'm going to try this instead. And this is because there's something I want to do. I'm going to remember exactly how I did them. They might be even too tall here. Alright, so this we'll call like an alternate art. Or even if I have to use it as the main art. I just gotten a lot of questions. Not really even a lot of questions, a lot of feedback on this one, so I'm gonna go with this. Oh, he's gonna be too big. Oh, I'm an idiot too. I forgot. I'm drawing on the background layer. I should start a new layer. I'll tell you what we're doing in a minute. So I keep it a surprise. I'm just going to bring them up on here. I can't bring them up on there. Let's see, maybe I can. Maybe I have a picture. I don't want to say what I'm doing. I know what I want to do now. First off, I gotta find... I'm gonna keep this a surprise. Okay, so I'm gonna have to open this. Okay, so I kind of remember how I did this. It's in my head. It's just going to be easier to look at it though and say, yeah, that's how I did it. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. What the hell? There it is. Like I said, I'm going to keep this a surprise and go for it. I gotten a lot of feedback on this one specifically. because it looks too much like something. But I'm going to show you the other part you can't see that makes it different. And I had this idea to come back to it because I know it's not that, but people said so. I'm taking that into consideration and I'm going to fix it. Alright, so I'm going to have to go. I can drag it to be a little bigger, but alright, so we're going to do this because I've caught some feedback from this. And I'm going to take the feedback and I'm going to show you something different. So I'd say it's definitely roundish, taller. Its body's basically one thing. I wouldn't say it's super long. I would say it's right here. It's kind of more squarish. It has some roundness to it, but it is more squarish, and I'll fix it later. Alright, so how do I want to do this? See, I have to fit it all in here too, so man, okay. We're going to have to make it smaller. Dang, I don't want to give it away. Let's just go Control T. We're just going to make it smaller. I'm going to do a side view of this too. So oh, you're not really going to see that. No, I think, well, yeah, you could. You could see that. I'll make it kind of seen a little bit. Do little edges out here. It's going to look a little weird. I mean, I could tuck them back. I could... Depends how I want to do this. I gotta bring his body down more. So we'll do it right here. And maybe that's too much. We'll bring it right here. And then we'll take that edge off right here. Just remove this. I'll decide if this looks good or not. But I have an idea of how I want to do this. So it won't really matter with that. Alright, so I need to go Control T. I need to drag it down even further. Keep it in though. Cool. So we're going to go with that, and it does get thinner as it comes along. Like I said, this is something I'm taking feedback from that I had. I don't know how it would be. I guess it'd kind of be like that. He's wider, I should say, a wider character, but not like super wide. Like I said, this is feedback I got from you guys as a community. So I'm going to take that in consideration. Hi, Ball. How you doing, Ball? The girlfriend's in the chat. Like I said, a lot of you guys said, oh, it looks too much like specific things I'm not going to say yet because I'm not going to give it away. So, how do I want to do his arm? Throw him back. Alright, I'm going to throw these arms back, I think. in this motion. Or, you know what? This is why you conceptualize the art first. And I think actually, yeah, that'd be a good, right here might be a good spot, and then bring the arm down further. They're somewhat long, but not too long. And they're connected right where the ears actually go, so these actually, I could, I could do this, and then bring, that might be a smart idea actually. Instead of bringing, yeah, I'll keep that, and I'll go Control C, Control V, we'll keep that sketch. We'll use this sketch we have, and what I'm going to do is erase this here, and then what I'm going to do is connect the arm, how I have it, from the point of the ear. Then it comes in like this. I don't know if this will look good. Probably not. I think it's just because it's from that front angle. It kind of works, but I don't know. Nah. I'm going to stick with this right here. And I'm going to drop the pen. No! My voice cracked there. Alright, so, like I said, a lot of you told me, oh, this looks too much like, I'm going to give you a surprise and we're going to fix this, or, well, you'll see. We're going to keep this, oh, I know, I'm the wrong way. So I'm going to keep this arm right here. I don't know if I want to use this top layer. It goes over. We'll see. We'll come back to it. I will actually. And what we'll do instead is we'll come out, and then we'll take parts of this. I think I will make them stick out. Now there's something on here that you couldn't see because it's from a front view. If any of you guys are viewing this, and you've been here, and you've seen what I'm talking about, you're going to know what I'm talking about. And like I said, this is why we're coming to make something new. So we're going to bring this back. I shouldn't even say make something new. We're going to kind of, I don't know if you guys think it will be an alternate, if you think it should be an alternate kind of art, like a promo art, or if it should just be the real thing. So basically, this will come, and the line will hit, and then I'm going to actually have to go Control T to drag it smaller. It's going to have to be smaller in order to fit the tail point. So like, yeah, we got our arms here. Arm, leg, right leg point, arm point. Alright, leg. Cool. I'm going to do, I don't know if I want to do the leg there. Almost looks like he's got something. Can't really say what that is on stream. Hey, I gave him something I didn't mean to give. Woo! Okay, so now I might make this wrap around maybe to the front, but I think I want to keep it in the back. And so it's got this little edge off of it, right? It goes like this. And then what happens is that edge comes off and bleeds into this, and then it wraps around this, and then it wraps right here. Okay, so it'll bleed a little bit like this, and then it'll come up. I gave it a kind of thick point here, I'm looking at my own artwork here and going off of what I made before. It's not going to be one for one, but it's going to be pretty close. As close as I can get it. So, there we go. Now I haven't done any front stuff yet. And I still have to do... Might have to make him a hair bigger. Maybe too small now. Oh no, what's going on? It froze. Just a tad bit bigger. And we'll adjust some stuff here, but I like that. That's a good size. But like I said, a lot of you pointed out something out on a previous one I did. So I'm going to fix something. And what you're seeing here is me just looking at what I drew before. And I'm trying to reference it. But there are things in here that you didn't get to see because it's a frontal view. So let me fix it. Also, let's not put that right there. That could look cool, but let's not do that. See, he's going to have these, so it'll come up probably in there, and then it'll have that. And then he'll probably have it here, too. Maybe not there. Well, yeah, he could. So maybe there's a little bit poking out. We could try something like that. Cool. So we got that. Come here, and I'll erase some of this later, but this is just a rough sketch, like I said. And I'm going to make his other leg like kind of kick out hidden behind this point. I kind of like that, I kind of don't. I don't know if I like the arm right there per se. I might move this arm around. So let's just duplicate this layer. So let's go Control Alt C. Wait. Control C, Control V. We're going to duplicate that layer. I might want to change this arm around. So I'm going to come in with the lasso tool, and I'm basically going to take this whole arm right here. Let me just do this, okay? And we're going to rotate this. So we're going to go Control T, and then we're going to rotate it. And we're going to just go all the way around. We'll try that. Just to save myself some time. Oops. So I'll put it like right there. Control. Alright, so now Control D. And now what all I have to do is come back in. So I have this sketch, and then I come back in and just re-sketch all this right here. And then I'm going to move this leg. We're going to try like 3 different poses here. But I do want it from this particular... What the hell is going on here? Back. Eraser. There we go. Let's go to something like 7. Alright, so I'm going to take this leg out. Let's go to something like 12. So we're going to remove this leg how we had it in there. I'm going to try something different with it, alright? I also think I'm going to try something else with it here. So I'm not sure how I want to do this leg yet. mean, I could do something like that. I could try that. So, like I said, you guys gave me some feedback on this. So now we're going to go Control T with the whole thing. And I'm going to make him like kind of rotated around. I don't know. I just got to keep drawing. But I'm at this point now. And if I have to come back in and change certain elements, I'll do that. But let me keep referencing what I had here originally. And some of you can go back and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's just do this. I don't need this. I don't really need those. I'm just sketching here. You're not going to see that. That does not look right. I'm not saying I did something. Hey. Oh, I kind of like how that wraps in there. That's not what I'm... I could put his other arm in here. If I want to. You know what? I'll do this. Oh, well. I mean, I don't have to show that. Oh, you're not going to be able to see his mouth, though. Let me figure this arm part out. Because you're not going to be able to see his mouth. Alright, let's just take the arm out for now. So I'm trying to figure out what I want here. The arm can come in a second. First things I need to do is this. Get the body in. And it's also got these. Like I said, this is rough sketching. They're actually very small, like super tiny. But you can't see him because his body's big and bulky and blocks it all. So now I'm trying to figure out where to go from here. So if I was to do this, he is going to have this, so it's going to come up. You're probably going to see half of it. The reality is, you'll see half of this on its face. It'll come down. And then I'll probably erase some of this. So I'm going to need to. Then you'll see another thing here. I'll fix that in a moment. Really, the reality is it comes up. Then this comes down. And I'm just trying different things here, guys. It doesn't mean it's a for sure thing, but it is what I'm trying. And man, he really doesn't have I have to turn him more this direction. I might have to bring him more in this direction. Doesn't quite look like him yet. This is where you do your trial and error off of it. See, I think this is definitely wrong, perspective wise. I think his eye's too big, because his eye's going to sit more out here. Then this is going to come in. This will come down. His eye will sit more out there. And then they'll have those little wrinkles I was trying to do. And this will come up, but then you're going to have the curve right here. And then this will come down. See, it's hard to tell because so many different lines going. I'll just do this. I'm going to come in, I'm going to erase this, so I kind of have an idea of what I'm getting here. Okay, so this is actually in the wrong spot. So this actually is right there. And then I'm going to bring this up. So let's redo this. So do this the right way. This I can remove. Alright, so what I need to do, it might have to be even wider than I thought. He is round, but he's okay. So I know he's got these protruding little eyes come up like this. And I know that right here you have this, and probably right here maybe. Probably does something like that. Kind of. Actually, I don't think it will do that. What I think it is you're going to just see this top base, and then this is going to roll out. And then this is almost like a Nike swoosh. These actually can come. Let's see. This can come here, and it's actually more round off the bottom there. There we go. Now we're getting further. And like I said, it's more like a Nike swoosh kind of thing. And then he has his wrinkles, but it's going to be hard because those don't really like add anything, but we'll put them in here anyways. And then his mouth, it has this curved, comes up kind of like this, and then could do that. And I think So it has this. It's nothing like him so far. At least not how I'm trying to get. That might be too much. That might be too wide of a gap. It also looks weird because he doesn't have an arm, so. I think I do have to make him wider. I'm going to bring this mouthpiece up. Erase this. And like I say, he does look weird because he doesn't have an arm, so that doesn't help me any. And he needs to be wider, like way wider, because then it will suit it more. So I need to bring this stuff forward. And then I haven't decided like quite what I'm going to do with an arm yet. His eye might be too big. It is smaller. So I'm getting this. I just have to make sure I get it down to a T the way I need it. I don't think it's going to come out that wide. What I could do is I could use the base of what I did do originally. So it just looks weird right now. It's not where I quite want it, and that's probably why. Alright, let's see. Just gotta keep playing it with it here. His eyes gotta stick out like that. It's not, it can't, that's not big, but it's not small either. He might be more square. I can tell you he's not circular either. And then, so this is like a, that's too much. Come on. Not what I'm looking for. I might just keep. So I'm trying to play this just right. I might not have to put it there. I might be able to actually bring this back. Could do it like that. Here we go. Actually work better. That's better. Alright, now I'm kind of getting there. Looks very weird right now. Okay, so I need to bring this up. He needs to be wider. That's my issue. He's got to be way wider. Like, way wider. I think that is my issue here. He's got to be wider. Kind of. That doesn't really work in my favor. I have this idea. I just have to put it on there. So it's a matter of just placing it where I want it to go. Okay, let's see. Oh, I didn't need that up. So I know that the nose is too far down here. The mouth might be in the right spot. Nose, not so much. It's not even really like a nose. It's like a... He's just really strange lines that come up because they're just part of him. I still got to put an arm in there too, so. This one looks pretty good. I don't know if this will be right. I don't know if Okay, it's getting a little better now. These are actually wrong. These are a lot pointier. Not pointier, but longer than what I'm thinking. Kind of, that's too long. Let's do it like I used to do. So I'm using this. Actually, yeah, it's about right. So, yeah, I don't got the right length. Kind of like that. There we go. There's also, so I know there's a mark that comes here, and there's a mark that comes here, and it wraps around. Maybe make it a little bit rounder off here. Just from a side angle, so he's going to look a tad bit different. So there's going to be this dark X'd factor here. And then these are actually, now I think about it, these are in the wrong spot. I got to bring these up. Figure this out. So this is actually like kind of like this. Might be too big right now, but we'll figure it out. These come underneath like so. Now I'm getting there. All right. I do have to take his mouth out here. My perspectives are a little funky right now, so that's part of the reason it looks a little weird. And I gotta think that's like a huge smile with this little smirky, kind of like that. It's got to be like a smirk. He's smiling, but he's not smiling. It's more like a smirk. That's not right. So I'm trying to figure out here. Try that. Because basically what he's got are kind of like those, but they're not really like that. So I'll fix this in a second. Just kind of piecing this idea together. Yeah, it's getting close. This is why it's a sketch. I think these are too close in tone. Like I said, I don't want to show you what it is yet. I'm not trying to give it away. I do think, though, his mouth is not quite where I want it. I think this needs to come up, and then this needs to come down, and then, like right when this triangle point hits, is when it's got to go up. It's got to come back, and I'm going to come, and this should be smaller right here. This should be a small line that just kind of protrudes across like this. Just tiny. And these come back into it, and that's black right here. And then he's just got these teeth that stick out like that. I think the other one looked better. I think the other way I had it looked far better. Yes and no, it does. It really depends on that. What I might put. I think I need to move the mouth just up a hair. Nothing too crazy, just like a smidge. I think I need to move this piece up a little bit. Probably like right here, right below that lip point, maybe. Then it comes down. Nah. Nah, yeah. Yeah, I lied, actually. I just think I moved it up too much, is my issue. They do go up. Ooh. That one goes past, so I think I need to fix his eyes just a hair. So we're gonna go with that. Coming back in with a pin. I still have to put, I feel like I gotta fix this eye. It's close, but not close enough. Let me look at this again. So this eye needs to be bigger. What I mean by that is this is too round off in the front as well. So this actually has to come in there, right? And then this point needs to be a little bit more curved right here. Then I need to come here, kind of like this. This needs to come up and feel, it has a good curve on that part. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it just, I think it's actually just round and then checks back. Then this, I'm going to take this out so I can make sure I get it just perfect here of what I'm trying to shoot for. So I know that this curves and then goes up like that. It's just a little curve. Curves, goes up. And then this has a big circular mark. That's kind of, ooh, he looks more wicked that way too. We'll go with that. Okay, now I think I'm getting a little closer. We're sketching, just trying to get as close as I can. This is actually really round right here too. Off the bottom, these are extremely round. How I have it. That's too round. But I'm getting really freaking close. Okay, so this might be too round. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm getting closer now. This might be too big here. So let's come in. We're gonna start just kind of getting some of this off of here, because I think it's too big. It's there, but it might be too prominent. That's better. So we just take this out. And we just need to come here. Come here. And it's kind of like that. And we're going to come up forward. And that does fall between the eye. It's kind of too... See, it looks weird because of how I have it set. But what I need to do... Just do it here. Nope. Sketch line. I think my dog's asking me to go out. That's what I think he wants. So it is going to have just a line, right? These lines do just come off and there's just a line, right? But then there is this point where they come in with this like circular edge, right? And it comes off and then it dips into there. And then it comes off, and then it dips into there. That's kind of what it does. And there's a reason for this, and you're not going to see really this point. So what I mean is he has no face right here. This is like a complete cutout of his face, essentially. It's a hole. There's a hole in his head. It looks weird. I kind of just don't want to do that. I think I just want to keep it where it is the line that goes down kind of like that. Whoops. I'll just come back off. You went outside? Is that what you're trying to tell me? And they do round off here, so it's going to have to be rounder there, rounder here, and then it kind of round right there. And I'm just going to keep that black like a... I don't like how it looks when I had it the other way, but I'm getting closer now. This is what he's supposed to look like. And for people who have been here or have commented on the YouTube shorts, you know what I'm talking about right now. I'm not done yet, but I'll be back. Let me go let my dog outside really quick. I'll be back. What's up? Okay, so now I'm going to leave my door open because it's hot as hell in here. And I should have... It's hot here. I have just a fan going, but I'm going to have to let the ACs from the other rooms run. If anybody knows what this is, the first time I put it up, y'all told me it looked like a certain Pokemon, too much like them. And I was like, alright, I'll give you that. It was inspired. But it's not the same thing. And that is why I'm drawing an alternate angle of it so you can tell me if I should keep it this way or make it like an alternate. So far, I like what I'm getting here. Let me zoom in here. So the easiest way to honestly do this part, instead of just drawing the wing over, we come in, we go bloop, 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 bloop. Do Control C, Control V. Easy, done, pop, bada bing, bada boom. But first I gotta clean it up just a hair. You know, it's just a sketch that doesn't really matter too much, and you're not gonna see this behind it, so it's not like you're gonna be able to see it. So now let's go back. We're gonna move. Oh, you son of a. So now this we're gonna put up just a tad bit. I might be able to. Actually, you know what would be better is if I. Come on, seriously? Oh, come on. There we go. Maybe do it like right here. And I come in, and what I do is I just erase a little bit of this. Because like I said, you're not going to fully see the whole wing. Okay, there we go. Cool. Now, if anybody knows what I'm making, you can guess in the comments. Like I said, I made this before, and everybody's like, oh, it looks too much like a certain Pokemon. But I never showed, like, what it looks like from, like, a side view or something. So, this is why I'm doing it this way. Like, I can even disconnect that and put this here, because the reality is, his hair even connects in there. It all connects. It's all part of him. This is a demon, by the way. Well, yeah. I think I can keep the little. Yeah, I think I can keep that. Because he doesn't have any like round points on his ears or anything like that. There's a demon. Now, I have the other sketch, right? It's like, I don't know if I want to put its arm back or... I'm going to save this to Control S. No. Completed cards. Oh, shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. Bada bop, bing, bada boom, bop, bop. Nope, I'm saving that here. We'll just call this 2. And there's in. Okay, so I need to take, we're going to hide this layer really quick. Actually, I need to go take these two, and I just need to go Control-Alt-E. Merge it into one layer. Hide these two layers. Hide this layer really quick, because all I want now is this arm. So I just want this arm layer right here. Control-Z. So, oh, what the heck is going on? Oh, that's because I'm on the wrong layer. I'm still on the wrong thing. Well, I'll just stick with my pen tool. I just want this arm layer. Alright, so now I got to figure out what I want to do with this arm. I have this other idea because it is a demon. So I'm going to go Control-C. I'm going to hide this layer. Come back to this layer. Go Control-V. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bop, bada bam. So now this will go above this layer. And if I remember right, I'm going to look at my reference here. Kind of. Kind of, not really. But it's going to have to look that way. Well, it doesn't have to look that way. Oh, come on, bro. So I think I can put it right there. Let me try something. Yeah, because none of this is going to exist right here. Alright, so let's take all that out. And even between the arm right here, you see this stuff? None of this you're going to see either. So I could do it like that. That's one way of doing it, alright? Alright, but I'm going to go Control-Z. So, no. Or maybe it could, actually. It does look a little better higher. But the mouth kind of comes back too far. I think maybe if we bring the mouth down. I think this needs to be up here. I think I have to bring the mouth down just a smidge in size. So I think I have to go Control T. I think I need to drag this down to like right there, because that's kind of close to where it should be. Control D. Whoops, Control Z. I'm gonna actually, oops, hold Shift so I don't lose my size. There we go. I'm gonna bring it up just a little. No. It's a little too small. Maybe right there. I don't want to make it too small. There we go. Now, I'm going to erase part of its arm here. This. Alright, now, what I'm going to do is go Control E so I don't lose what I have here, right? So now I have all these sketched layers. What I'm going to do is put these layers into their own folder. These are all different sketches, right? We're going to call this a sketch, the sketch group. Because now I'm going to play around with this one and then figure out what I'm going to make it into. Alright, so now I can take this layer, Control C, Control V. We're going to hide this because I don't know if I want to use this arm layer the way it is, but we'll see. It's back, but I don't know if I like that, okay? Looks kind of plain to me, yada yada, right? It's not bad, but it's not what I really want. So I'm gonna play with this arm now. So I'll keep this layer. We'll start with a basic layer like that. We'll go back to this one, right? So now my sketched layers. We're gonna bring the merged layer and the arm layer back, right? So we're gonna take this arm layer here. We're going to go Control T and we're going to start rotating it around. So we got it in front. So I can do a front view like this. Could just do it on its side. But that's pretty basic, right? So now we got to figure out also, I don't know. This one's not terrible. That one's not too bad. Let's try this. Now there's something else, let's see, that I didn't include in here that he does have. Let's just do a rough sketch. Screw it. I come do it better in a minute. Not too worried about it. Whatever. Wait. Just thought of something. I would have to make him a little smaller for this, but Just thought of something. Just thought of it. Okay, so... Oh, it's a lot cooler in here now. I'll leave my door open. It's too hot. Oh, sweet mother... Alright, so... For those who know, like I said, if you know what I've drawn here, so far, you know it's based off of a model I've already created. I just haven't shown it yet because I'm using it as a reference point to come and say, hey, we're going to redo this. Or we're going to keep it as the original work. But this is where voting is going to come in handy. This is where community voting is going to make a difference. So, I'm going to make them smaller. First, let me do something before I do that. Control C, Control. Just in case I screw it up. This. Just to make it easier, make it a little more do Control C, Control V. We'll take this and then we'll right click, Control T to transform, and then we're gonna flip it horizontal. Get done. Gonna bring it up. Come on, buddy. It's just to keep it uniform, keep it the same size, makes it easier. So just trying to draw it, Control D. There we go. Now we're going to put these two layers together, Control Alt E. So we have two uniform layers. Said that we're not losing anything. Cool. And back to sketching. Okay, so now this edge might be too much right here, because what it should do is be more squared. It's his hand grabbing it. So go back and erase it here. And now bring this down, circle it off, come here, erase quite a bit of this. Let's try this. Come back, my drawing tool, So his thumb, and he doesn't have to be detailed here because he's like a transforming demon, so details are not the most important thing about him. I mean, I can make it if I want, but kind of like that. He doesn't have knuckles because his body's like, kind of like that. So yeah, kind of like that. I feel like that could be, his hand could be more bigger. Alright, so let me do this. That looks a little better. So now, like I said, I can do them like that. Or I can do them like that. So I got two different ways I can do it. I don't know which one looks better. Just him standing there or holding his little pitchfork. Now, if you don't know what this is from, let me show you now. Now, the reason I did this is because a lot of people said it looks too much like what? Gengar. So, well, it's not Gengar. It's a demon that, it's a demon that has little wings and stuff. So, yeah, that's what it looks like originally. And here we go. That's why I redid it. Not necessarily redid it, but came in and did an alternate kind of art of it. But this can count as a redo, and that's why I need opinions on if I should keep it the same or should I make it like an alternate version of it. It's still the same thing, you just can't see the wings behind it. So, yeah, that's kind of... There we go. That's kind of where I was redoing it. Now, this little black eye that he always has right here. So, there's a little mark, a little darker eye, this little round piece here, right there. See, now, that's why I did it. So, like I said, should I just make it an alternate version of art of it? Or use it like that? Or make this the new art in general? A lot of people saying it. So, I wanted to give you something different. And I kind of like this one a little more. Where just his arms there, but... Oh, I'm on the right tool. I'm just not on the right layer. He's got these, like, bat-looking wings, and they'll connect. They're tiny wings. They're not huge. Can fly, but not very good. So we could do that, and I kind of like that. Or like I said, we could do this. We got two different versions here. Ooh, I kind of like that. Ooh, I kind of like that little nuanced round edge that comes off the wing and then goes in. That kind of makes it different. Oh yeah, okay. So now I got questions. Do I do them like that, or do I do them like that? So let me hide that. Let me grab these little like nuanced little edges I did for the wings. Go Control C, we make it easy, and we just paste them bad boys on here. Control V, because I really like that little kind of nuanced look. Whoops. Take my eraser tool, come back here, do a little bit of erasing, and then we come back, grab a pen tool, drop it all back down, grab my eraser tool. So, there we go. Pen tool. I like keeping that little circular. That's pretty cool. Alright, so now we're gonna just merge these. I'm just gonna do a Control E. So, like I said, I got that, and I got that. I think we could still fix him up by making him a little square at the bottom and even at the top. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm just going to take my pen tool or eraser tool, come and erase some of this, right? Take that out. Come from his bottom half. I think this will help out quite a bit because he's got a more of a squarish bottom, right? I don't think he's as round. So I think definitely has to be a lot more square. Erase this. Cool. Let me try to fix some stuff here. Oops. I think he does look. I think he looks fine around like that. The real question is, though, what do I use? What I mean by that is okay, so now, see, and I'm just still playing with it right here. Probably make, what am I doing? They are pretty, it's like a, more of a square shape for sure. But I feel like if I make him too square, he's gonna look really weird. So I don't want to do that. I think this works. I like how his ear flaps back on the other one. You okay there, dude? And one of my things fell off the... So, I'm not sure which one you guys like better. That one or this one. You tell me. That one or this one. Oh, I can definitely erase that out of the arm. Oh, that's sorry. That one or this one? Little pitchfork or no little pitchfork? I kind of like them without the pitchfork if I'm being real here. See, I could do something like this, but I mean, there's not really a need to, because that's not what he has. He's just straight purple. So, well, definitely still has it. So, I don't know which one I like better. This one or this one. I'd still almost prefer this one. I don't know why. But yeah, see, that's what he's supposed to look like. He doesn't have big wings. They're tiny, itty-bitty things. Which, a matter of fact, I should probably make them a tad bit smaller. If I'm being real here. Oh, they're pretty small, but we can make them smaller. Let's try to make them smaller. Let's just take this whole... Whoops. Alright, we can do that. Control T. We're not going to lose too much here, but I do need to hold shift down when I'm doing this. Make them smaller. They're literally like this big. They are frickin' tiny. Sweet little guys. Oops. There we go. They're like that big. I kid you not. Now we come back in. So now there. Or kind of like it with the longer wings. So I think I'm gonna keep it like that. And the tail, matter of fact, let me try this. Yeah. Still think he looks good holding the tail like that. Maybe. So I forgot how I did him. His body comes into his arm there, so maybe. can make some of his body maybe come into his arm. But I don't think it's the issue there with that. Well, I could. Wait. Try to make it come down. Yeah, I think it looks good like this. I kind of just like him like that. Very simplistic, but it still looks pretty cool. I still think I prefer him that way. So, yeah. So, like I said, this is the original. This is just a sketch that I was like, okay, people don't really know exactly what he is. He's a demon. So if I draw him from a side view with his wings and everything, then the people are going to know. I mean, like I said, I still have this one too. But I don't know if I like that one as much. I really like just this view for some reason. He doesn't lose any of his stuff either. I don't think I'm really losing too much either. I think for these, I could bring these a little more in. Like this. And actually, yeah, maybe it looks better with the bigger ones. I do. I feel like I need to posture them out a little more. I need to take this right here and bring it down into it, and then this needs to come out, and this needs to be pictured down. Kind of like that. I do feel like I still have to bring these back a hair. Like, I need to curve this more. This needs to feel like it's curved more. There we go. Now see. And he doesn't have a nose. Well, I could give him a nose. I feel like, but he doesn't have a nose, so that does not matter. Tail. The tail goes into a short end, comes out, comes here, comes down, comes up, comes around. So yeah, we're getting it pretty damn close. Maybe this. That's pretty close. Definitely not going to be perfect, but it's going to get close, right? I do need to, I think, come in and arch this edge a little more. I mean is take this and then circle it up. And this, because this one's got a big circle, then that one needs to have a huge arch. Maybe I need to put that arch right there. There we go. think, maybe, I'm not gonna lie, if I take this arch, and then I arch, that's kind of, yeah, I think I like the other way. Redo eraser, shift control, shift alt Z, shift control Z, that's what it is. I think I prefer that one. But I still think this little piece right here is not round enough. There we go. Now I think that's correct. I like this. So now, I do also think, I said I started out as a rough sketch on this, but now we're going to refine it a little more. They'll come in and ink it, but basically this is going to be a pure black part right here. You're not going to see anything, and then it's going to come and you're going to see this, 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 and that. And those are going to be more refined lines. And you'll see. So they're going to just come here. Kind of like that. Yep. Basically. Maybe a little too big. Maybe actually take this and then make it a tad bit smaller. So it comes in. Nah, I think it does need to stay big. Big-ish. Alright, so now, yeah, there we go. There we go, that's looking better. So now, we got him here, and him here. See where I'm getting at now? This is what it looks like, but a lot of people are like, looks too much like Gengar Pokemon, like, but then I'm like, well, this is actually what he looks like. It's just, you can't really see that from a frontal view. But now that you can see it, it looks very different. Even let me clean this up just a bit. So we're going to clean this up, sketch up just a little bit. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm just kind of cleaning up stuff inside the sketch, which doesn't matter too much, but this is just me, and I like to come in and do a little bit of cleanup on them, just so when I go to ink it,
it's a little easier for me to understand what I got here. Basically, yeah, that's what Dark Mirror is. It's a demon that looks like this. And that's, yeah. Looks pretty similar. That was goals. Try to obviously get a little more similar as I can. That is a huge. There we go. So like I said, I know everybody's like, looks too much like Gengar. Well, it's Gengar inspired, but the thing is, I think I just didn't show that side. Which definitely doesn't look so much Gengar inspired now. Because you can't see the back of him and his wings, because it's a front view. But like I said, the question is, do I keep this, or do I keep this, or do I keep both and then use this as an alternate art? Alright, so there. Oh, shoot. What if I gave him gums? Very curious. I just brought this across and gave him gums. Even bring this across, put it in there, and I made these teeth like this. I don't know. Looks very strange with gums. But let's see. Who knows? It might turn out okay. All we can do is erase stuff, test it out. Looks pretty creepy, but I think it looks better with just the basic take all that out. Oh no. Like, I think it looks good with just taking this out and taking that out. Taking all those little round pieces off and just having him do that. Now Control S because I don't have it saved. So like I said, I don't know which ones you guys prefer more, that one or that one, or if you think I should keep both and just make this either the main art or like an alternate art. I don't know. Definitely need to make this thinner though, because this is wrong. This actually very, 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 very thin line. It's just a line. Whoops. There we go. Okay, yeah. I do think actually I need to come in and just follow this down in there. I do think this needs to come across to the dark. There we go. And that is probably not going to be quite as thick. Actually, that will. I think that looks good. So see, like I said, this is original. This is now. Original, now. In the original, I do remember making this a very, very, very thick line. Whoops. Because you'll see it's thinner there. I'm going to come actually take some of this out. Yeah, just a hair bit smaller. And that is a dark, dark line on top. So. I'll come in and ink this. Yeah, that's looking much better. It does come off here. There we go. Okay, this. There we go. So like I said, now this will be up to you guys to determine which one you prefer. I will not have the answer on this one. And I'm going to make a poll for it once I finish them. Because I know I heard a lot. Oh, it looks too much like Gengar. Sure. See that. And now, we don't have to say it looks too much like Gengar, because it's not Gengar now. We know. In a way, I think this really, like, shows that. You see what I'm saying? Like, it really shows now that it's not. But you can tell what it is. There. Now, I think this will help. So I'm going to put all these sketch layers in here. And there. I'm going to use this layer. That's what I'm going to go with. Now, we're going to call this sketched. Control S, so I know. Inked. Now it's going to be a matter of following the same ink path, color. So I know how I did this one. And it was Tito, that brush. Now, I have to really keep a super smooth. Smoothing cannot be 10. Smoothing's got to be 100% on this. So now, you can see. Nope. Screw that up. Go back to black. And there we go. So now we're going to start inking this, okay? Getting it as close as we can to the original. Oh. It's a bit dark. See, my goal is not to make this realistic. That's not the goal here. My goal is to make this in the style that I've been doing. And for this card game, you know, it's just anime, cartoony kind of style that goes with the card game. That's how I originally did it, so I have to stick with that style. Try not to deter from that style. Here. And we come here. Break that down. Boom. Okay. Now remember we have this thin piece. Comes down like that. And this comes in. That comes around. Oh, that one's going to be wrong. So to come off this edge, I have to come up. Then, because I don't want to make it look like it's this face, technically it's a hole in his face. That's really what the reality of that is. That is a hole in his face. And that one's going to be too much off. There we go. Control S to make sure we save our work. You're going to see it's starting to place itself now. This is a matter now of getting as close as I can to the original artwork, but obviously from a different viewpoint, or perspective is what I should say. This is a side perspective. So now we're taking this side perspective. This down, bring this up, bring this down, there we go. Go down, wing comes across, goes up, hits that circular point, boom. This comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down, comes up. And I'm going to make this hit across because that's exactly what that does. Then this comes, nope, that's too much. Make it hit across, then come across, just like that. Okay, now, I'm trying to zoom in with my fingers here, thinking it's a frickin' my iPad, but it's not. So now, got this little hook, come down. It's there. Then we come across. Comes here. That comes across. This one's going to come down. And that's basically how that one's going to work. Then scroll down. We got the circle in here. So, actually, around. Come around. There we go. Come down. Come around. I'm actually going to bring that up like that. Maybe not. Maybe we will bring this just straight shot down. Come up. There we go. Then, gotta remember this tail now. Comes to right here. And then it comes to here. Then wraps in. Then off this tail. Point that comes in. We have this point that wraps around just like so. And I screwed that part up. Nope. Let's just do this. Comes like that. That comes like this. Oops. Dang. I need to hit it just right there. Comes around. I'll just erase this end off. It's fine. There's that little piece off. Just do this. We can come in. There we go. Now we have everything we need but the eye. Come down. Get that out. Just come down. Now I have to remember that this is a darker edge. I need to move my tablet around here. So this is actually going to come like this. Come like this. Come like that. This comes down. Oh, I screwed that up. Nope. Let's do this. There we go. Now I have to remember this piece right here. This is insanely dark. And stop screwing that up. D. I'm going to take the smoothing off now off the paintbrush because I don't need the paintbrush for this part. So smoothing, just turn it all the way back down. Now I just got to come in and actually color this thing. I always make this part, depending, I shouldn't say always, depending on which part it is, I always make this like part of the inked part of the layer. So let me do this. Grab this, and then Control D. We're going to do this. See, well, it's going to do too much there. Let me do this. I should be able to actually make it easy. Just to do that, take the paint bucket tool, drop in Control D. Now see it.
Whoops, that is way too much. Too much. We'll just paint like this over it. We'll just paint where we need it to be. There we go. There we go. I think it's really hard to see what I may have missed on the drawing monitor. Now, bada bing. Looks strange right now because it's got no color. Alright, cool. But that's going to change. We're going to make it look good. But yeah, see, I could make that thicker, I think. I think that I need to come in and make this line thicker. Turn on my smoothing again. Well, not too thick. I think it needs to be a little thicker. I'm going to try sticking with that for a second. Now sometimes also if I go Control C, Control V, drag this over. I don't know if oh, he has a hard edge, so I'm going to want to put a hard edge on them. And now I got to go back, look at some, so hard edges on its ears and arms. I don't necessarily have to do that. These look strange right now because there's not like I keep it that way. See something here. Could see something there. Hide this edge. Take this out. Just take it out for a second. But I don't think it looks right. Yeah, no. Do I make it smell smaller? I think so. I think I'm gonna come in. I think so. I think I'm gonna take this and just give it a shot in trying to retain a smaller mouth. So let's see what happens if we retain a smaller mouth. Pretty close, but I still think it looks better with a bigger mouth. These teeth look weird as hell, though. Can do better, at least. I think these could be better. They just look very strange to me, but
Take this layer off. I think what I'm going to try to do, instead of trying to get bigger, we're going to go smaller teeth. That's what I'm going to try to shoot for here. We'll just try to shoot for a smaller form in the teeth and then see what happens. But like I said, this was original that I did, but obviously people said it looked too much like something. So that is why I'm here. Because I want to not have it look too much like something we all know. I mean, it's definitely inspired by it, but it's definitely not it. It's getting too big there, I think. See, unless I do something like that. Nah. I think it'll look, actually, it looks fine. I'm just doing too much now. It's still very close. I just made its mouth bigger. Pretty easy way to do this, actually. We'll see. I'm going to keep playing with this. I had the original sketch here, but like I said, that can always change. Let me try one last thing here. And I may or may not come to like this. Nah. I don't think I like that. Well, let's try this though. First, let's sharpen the corners. Nah, I think I like it with the big mouth in front like that. What I could do, I think, is instead of like let me try something different here. Let me see something. I don't want to just lose, you know. Nah. I could, but I think it loses that little, these are my sharp teeth kind of thing. And I'm not trying to make him like super realistic either, like I said. Yeah, just keep them normal. I'm trying to put trying to just get it where I need it. This might look okay, actually, if I just do it like this. Now, I'm going to give this a shot. I don't know how this is going to look. I don't think that's it either. Well, kind of. Kind of, actually. Wait a minute. I got me an idea here. Okay, wait. I may have gotten me an idea. No, man, okay. Let's go sharp. 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 Sharp edge. 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 Sharp edge, sharp edge, sharp edge, sharp edge, sharp edge. Now, let me see something. Now let me come back to the sketch layer. Dang, okay. Now I'm just trying to get the edge right of something. This may work and it may not, but the only way for me to find out, obviously, is to give it a shot. I think that might be it. Yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. You guys think? I mean, that looks far cooler, I think. That looks far better, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I like that a lot better. We're going with that. Let's clean this edge up right here. Let's also clean this up right here. This off. Make sure we get all of our stuff cleaned up in here. Yeah, I think this looks much better actually than I thought. You know what I might do? I think would be cool is to put some actually yeah, there we go. I think I need to bring this in. Kind of make that a thin edge. No. I think bringing this out just a smidge. Like literally taking this line and just pulling it out a little bit. Like that. Just come up like that, take my eraser tool, take some of this off. Okay, take that, erase a little bit of this off. Oh, that's not the eraser tool, my bad. Yeah, that looks much better. Now it looks like his lips are sitting better. I mean, I could do it like this and then make it more realistic, but I don't think I need to. There we go. That looks much better. That really brings out. So, like, this is the original, obviously. Everybody knows. They've told me a million times. Looks too much like, obviously, Gengar. Well, now, does it look too much like... This is what it's supposed to look like, technically. You just can't see it from the front view with the wings. So... So now, this pure black, I don't remember if I did a shadow. No, I think I just had a pure black and then so arcs came in. Oops. Because now I know that's going to show right here. But see if I do it like that, it's not going to work right. So I got to take the smoothing off. Now I just gotta come in, get this whole thing, right here, to this black color. Now see, I need to take, let's just go a little hard. See, and I can't see that unless I look at my screen to see that there are little white, like white specks in here that I can see, but I have to really zoom in to kind of see those. I mean, I don't think you're really going to see them that far back anyways. If I scoot all the way back, you're not going to tell too much. Whoops. Okay, let's see. Looks pretty solid so far. There we go. See, now I'm getting somewhere because I'm starting to... See, I changed from that to that, which I think the mouth looks far better. And what I'm going to do is, like I said, it's got some really thick edges. So I'm going to go Control T on this layer. And we're going to move it in. Control D. There you go. Now what I could do also is try to refine this with a little. So we're going to take these two layers. We're going to Control Alt E. We'll merge them into a layer. And we're going to do this. We're going to put a new folder and just call it ink. Then we're going to take these layers right here. We're going to drop them in. We're going to drop it in. We're going to hide this. We're going to drag it down here. Boom. Okay, now what we're going to do with this layer is I'm going to refine these little points a little more with some of the line work. Give it a little more. And then I'm probably going to erase some of the lines out as soon as I start doing some lighting on it. So I'm gonna take this, that's the eraser tool. Okay, so what I need to do is go back here, boom, take it, and I don't want to connect it, but I think what I want to do is kind of give it like it's part of the, like almost like a bone, you know? So I think I'm going to come here. Kind of like that. It almost looks better like that. Nah. Yeah, I think it just looks fine like that. Alright, so we're getting somewhere, folks. We're getting somewhere. I forgot I wanted this. Because all I ever kept hearing is too Gengar-like, too Gengar-like. So I was like, alright. Let me go fix that then. So like I said, I took it into consideration. And here we are. But also, now it's up to you guys to decide if you think I should keep both or do this as like an alternate art of it. It's up for you for that decision. But that's essentially what it looks like. Doesn't look bad. I mean, there we go. You just can't see the wings in the back is a problem. He's got wings, you just can't see. I think I need to fix this too. Take the eraser tool over here. I think this is going to be 2. That's better. Control S. So I think that works a little better. This is not connected. This needs to be connected. Okay, so now take my eraser tool. Yikes. I'm gonna fix this. Probably just eraser here. Come back. Come off top. There you go. There you go, kids. There you go. Cool. Take this too. I'm gonna fix this up a little bit. think it needs that much of an edge. So I have to do that without losing the total edge. There we go. Okay, I need to just... There we go. Cool. Edit, redo brush. Brush tool, redo brush. Redo eraser. Redo eraser. Edit, redo eraser. Redo eraser. Redo eraser. That's right. Right there. Cool. Now we're getting somewhere. So, I think that looks better now. See, I did that on my tablet. I'm doing it on a drawing tablet now, but I did this on my iPad in Photoshop. Cool. Alright, guys. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to stop here. We're going to come back. And we'll finish it with colors, shadows, and lighting when I come back. But I think we made some progress here. So, I will catch you guys later. I'm going to call it good. I hope you have a good night. And if you're new and you're just coming in to watch the live stream, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more Monquest, more drawings, me making the cards. Hit that like button. And, hey, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.
So